there, welcome back to a new video. Today I'm working in my weekly junk journal, so we're going to do some proper junk journaling today, and we are going in the theme of vintage, which I'm very excited about. About to hop on a Zoom and we're going to be chatting vintage today, so that's exciting. So I've got some bits and pieces to share. So let's show you what we're going to be doing. So we're doing a page mid-April in my weekly journal. There was lunch with friends, day trip with Aid, and then we met friends for dinner. It's quite a nice thing. Nice lot of things going on. I picked up a menu when we were out. That is just from some old sassafras paper, a little bit of a scrap I've picked up. I was going through my vintage stuff. I need to sort through all my vintage bits. And I found this little, I don't know where it's come from or who's given it to me. I've had it for years and I've taken these bits out. I thought they would be quite cute. Look at these little mini doilies. What else have we got? A little tag I had in my journaling stuff. This was a little note from Nadine, somebody on my team, a lovely, lovely lady. And I thought actually that could be a nice journaling spot. That was a scrap. I thought, oh, I could use that. That was just bits and pieces. I've got some little things. This is a little vintage saucer I bought from Eton, actually, in a antique store, which is now closed down, sadly. But these was from the last project I made. I have got, I found that as well, that can go in. Got some more scraps. This was actually from some packaging, from some stickers, no, some little journal spots. So I thought they would work. I have got this lovely envelope that Emma sent me, Emma Durrans, with some happy mail. And it was Christmassy, so I thought actually I really like that, I would like to use that. And I've got another scrap piece of paper here, so that's what I am going to be doing today. Oh, and look at this. I've got this left over from my big Disney journal. This was some bits and pieces sent to me by Ali Warren in our Christmas swap. And look at that lace, isn't that gorgeous? So I plan already to pop that on the side there. Right, I'm also going to be doing a little bit of a mini Q&A. There probably won't be that many, but a few that I've remembered. The one thing somebody once said to me a few weeks ago, and I'm going to do it now, and I can't remember your name, and I apologise. And she was so sweet. She said it, and then she said, sent with kindness. And I know exactly what you mean, because I find it frustrating too. I am forever getting carried away, and I'm completely out of shot. And she suggested this, and I thought it was such a good idea, to pop some washi tape on my desk so I can see when I'm out of shot. So I know that I need to stay between these two bits of washi. Oh, it doesn't give me much space, does it? But that means I'm staying in shot. So thank you very much for that. And the other one, somebody said to me the other day, what happened to your big pink ATG? I love my ATG gun. I have got that much tape in it, and the tape has become so expensive. So at the last craft show I went, I bought loads and loads of these rolls for just a few pounds. Probably the same price as one roll would cost, and I got like 10 rolls of each, maybe even more than that actually. And that's why I've been using that, to be honest with you. I bought this when I did wedding stationery, and I would be making like 200 order service, 200 invites and all this kind of thing. And so I used it all the time, but I don't want to spend the money, to be honest with you. So I've been using tape and glue stick, and it's been going well and saving me lots of money. So that's what's happened to that. Right, I am jumping on a Zoom in a moment. I was thinking about including the menu. I quite liked that idea from the place that we went to for lunch. I went with some friends. I hadn't been there before. They took me. It was really nice. If ever you're in the area of Fleet, it's called Two Spoons. And it was really nice in there. Only open till 4 o'clock. But yeah, I'd really recommend it actually. I'm going to pop this at the back here because I also wanted to attach the lace. I'm going to do the lace with staples. I just think it's a really good way to secure lace. Let's make sure I don't staple any other pages together, because I am so good at that. I get a bit staple happy and forget what I'm actually doing. I do want it to, oh, that one didn't go on so well. I do want it to overlap my or come over the top a little bit so it sticks out. And I love the fact that it's green staples. I haven't changed them over from my last page. That is so cute. Let's cut that off so we have a little bit sticking over. I've still got a little bit more to play with, right? So remember the washi tape. And I'm not fussed about that opening out, to be honest. So that works absolutely fine. May even well cover that up a little bit, to be honest. Ooh. Or actually, I quite like that. Yes, let's do that. Let's pop that there. We'll tear that up. I've got to keep an eye on the time. And yes, that is such a nice idea. And then that, and we could even, do I need a pocket? I don't know. I don't think I do need a pocket. But I'm going to need something down there. But I like that. Let's tape that on. I'm going to then go and check the time. I've got quite a few of these. I bought quite a few packs of journal spots. I used them for one of my kits, and they were like vintage. And I really liked them. But I've got all these left over, and they were just too nice to throw away. That's going to make the perfect little pocket, as is this bag. It's so pretty that Emma sent me. It's slightly too big, so I'm going to fold it down just to make it fit the page better. And I think that will look quite pretty. And it's really going to work really well because it's going to work almost as a bit of a cover up of the menu, because I didn't want it all down. It could be a flip, but it's also going to work well as a pocket. I'm just going to tear the edge off. Wanted just to cover this up, so I had this piece of vellum. I'm just trying to use up all the scraps again. I thought picking up a menu was a really nice idea. I really liked the colour, and that kind of like gave me the vintage vibe for this page. Then sort of like collecting all the vintagey bits. I kind of went through my stash purposely picking out the vintage things just because I thought that would be really fun. I love the lace, you know, like the lace trim. I love the little bags. I love the vellum, and then the little crochet bits. There's just so many bits and pieces I had that I knew would go really well. Again, just wanting to add a little bit of something on here. So I've got this little bit that I've just torn off, so that will work really well. Realising as well the page behind is also very vintage. Mind you, saying that the whole kind of junk journal is quite vintagey. So yeah, this page goes really, really well. I've been trying to make a bit more of an effort lately with friends. I am so bad because I always put work first. And then because I work such long hours, obviously family have to come first after that. And then friends. And so quite often I'm terrible with real life friends. We have plans and then I can't make it. And it seems to be a reoccurring thing. But lately I've been thinking, no, I really do need to make a priority. And yeah, so the three of us girls went out for lunch recently. It was so, so nice, really needed. And I didn't sort of try and rush back to work. I did get up extra early though, so I could work. This is, I think this was from my Sassafras bag. As you know, from if you've been watching my videos, I've been using up quite a lot of that stuff. Again, I thought I wanted like a doily punch. I've seen those around. I thought I had one. I don't. So I thought this was the next best thing. It's almost a bit like a doily edge. You see this kind of edging on doilies, don't you? And I thought the edge was quite vintagey themed, so I thought I would add that. Just looks a little bit nicer than a regular trimmed edge. I like both sides, so when it flips, you'll be able to see both sides as well. And I know I've got like the modern hearts on the other side. I love the vintage with modern twist. And it's the same with everything. I like it in clothing. I like it in buildings. You know, like when you go to towns, you've got the mix of architecture. And I love it in my journals as well. I love the vintage look with a really bright, fun, modern twist. That really makes me happy. So I'm just going to stick this down. We also had our day out that I was going to document as well. Ada and I we were house hunting, and we found the most beautiful town called Sherborne. And the abbey there dates back to 705. I did vlog about it. I've been vlogging our house hunting adventures on my vlogging channel, so I'll leave the link to that channel below. It was such a fun day, and obviously this vintage page will go really, really well with that. So I was really pleased to be able to document that on our weekly journal as well. The town is just lovely. It's like full of this like yellowy butterscotch coloured stone, and there's also some Tudor buildings as well. It was just all really, really nice. Thoroughly enjoyed that day, and it's definitely somewhere we'll go back to for lunch again. Lunch and a wander, little market stalls and all that type of thing. It's just really, really cute. This is the little piece of the paper bag that I tore off, so I thought we'll add that on the other side as well. I've added it so the torn piece is slightly hanging, and then I thought actually I'm going to be able to create a little tuck here. So the little card that Nadine sent me, I thought we'll use that as a tuck, and then I've created another tuck underneath here where I'm working now. So lots of little tucks going on, all the little torn pieces. I find that if you just stick them down on the one side, it just gives you that tiny little bit of edging to be able to just slide something under, and it holds it nicely in place. So I thought that would look really cute, and I'm loving all the craft as well. Craft is such a good way to add a vintage theme as well. We were talking about vintage during the Zoom and the kind of things that we like. A lot of us love going to charity shops to try and find vintagey things as well. We were talking about the different things. We were talking about buying clothing as well, and actually using that to cut up and use. I was saying about how I've used like denim pockets, like from jeans, where I've like, if you know what it's like when you've got jeans that wear down, and mine always wear out before I could actually give them away. And so I've cut off pockets before, or even cut off bits of denim as well. These little doily pieces are so cute. This is also the kind of thing sometimes that if you're lucky enough, you can find in charity shops as well. It's always really worth looking out for things. Ours has like a little bit of a textiles section, so I'm always looking at fabric, even like old pillowcases or something like that, in the view of using them for fabric to cut up. I do like the labels here. Labels are another good thing, actually, and they're not overly expensive to find. You can buy like a roll of them, and they look quite good. I had this little piece here. It was just cut up from a paper, and it was in one of my paper collection packs that I'd cut out years ago, and I thought that would look really cute, and it really brings the colours together as well, which I like. And I've just got those tiny little pops of red, so I decided to feature those. This rickrack here was left over from my, that huge journal that I made recently. Did you see that? I'll leave the link to that one below if you haven't seen it, my great big Disney journal. I used this along inside to cover up some bits, and this is the only piece that's left. And I knew it would come in handy somewhere. So again, I think it's that off-white colour, isn't it, that gives me that vintage vibe. So I thought I would add that as well. And yeah, I'm really pleased with how this page is coming along now. That works really well as a tuck now. I did end up going over at the end with all the little loose bits and pieces like the little lace doilies and that with a glue gun, just so that they stay in place. I'm now going to start thinking about photos. The colours of the photos worked so well. I was really pleased about that. Not only did we have a day out together, not only did I go out for lunch with friends this week, we also met up with friends at Heathrow. They were flying out. They don't live near the area, and we're only half an hour, so it was the perfect place. We seem to have got into doing that recently. If friends are flying out of Heathrow, going to meet them at their hotel for dinner. It's just such a nice thing to do when it's only half an hour for us, especially when friends are sort of coming from way out of the area. It just works really, really well. So, yeah, I've added pattern paper on the back of this little card that Nadine sent me, and then popped on the photo, a little bit of dotted around the outside, and that will be perfect for my journaling. These little doilies are so cute. I have no idea where they've come from. I just found them. I need to go through my stuff. This little red piece here was from Sassafras Lass, and again, it's just a little piece of trimming, and I wanted to add a little bit more red to the page, so this will sort of like work really nicely. And I went through my stash and I found like this red trim here. I found this paper here, which I thought I would cut out. I found that other sassafras trimming and just various scraps and bits and pieces. I'm just having so much fun lately going through my stash, pulling out bits and pieces and thinking, oh yeah, I'm going to use that on a page. So here, these, as you can see, these little hearts weren't even whole. They were just partial hearts, some of them. So I've added those as well. There's this tag here that was from one of our older kits with the punched out leaf. I love how you can see the bag underneath. I think that looks really, really well. So yeah, I'm just adding all the bits and pieces now, which I think really, really does it. I've got an old Jenny Bolin tag
ticket here. Do you remember those? I'm doing one on one side and then doing the other on the other side. They were so old. I love those. And again, with that, it's got that real vintage vibe, that stuff. Have you got any of those bits and pieces left as well? I keep saying I'm going to go through all my vintage stash and I still haven't. And every time I do, I get really excited if I just go through bits and pieces. So that is high up on my list to actually go through now.
So this is where I'm at so far. I'm actually thinking, as much as I love this as a tuck, it's not going to, I tell you what it is, since I've put the staples in. I'm wondering if I include a little bit of vellum and actually use that as a pocket. I think I might do that. That could even tuck under there. That I think will work really well just to hold that in. Let's pop that on there and that down there. And then I am going to add some journaling. I'm wondering whether to colour in a few of these hearts actually on the background. I'm liking all like the greens. You know how much I love a colour combo. I think that could work really well. Let's see if this works well as a pocket now. It was a really nice Zoom, by the way. We were chatting about all things vintage and things like that. Elise showed us her beautiful vintage journal. We saw Lucy's. She's just made a journal out of a Michael Jackson VHS cover. It's so cool. Actually, oh no, that goes on there. Oh, I like that. That's really fun, isn't it? Yeah, that works so much better now. That holds in there. I found this as well. I don't know what to do with it. I feel like it should be, oh, actually, I've got to be careful though, because I want to be able to stand the book up. If anything hangs obviously too low, the book won't stand up, the journal won't, and it does stand up on my desk, on one of my scrapbook tables. If I hadn't bitten all my nails off, I wouldn't be struggling with that, would I? Right, and I feel it needs some washi tape. Which washi tape? I've got some nice one with stars, or, oh actually, this one that's just fallen down. This is cute. I'm liking the little pops of red. Oh, that's nice. Might add a little bit up the top there as well. Bitten my fingernails so bad and they are so sore. I was doing so well with them. I felt so anxious the other night and I just sat and bit them all. And have you ever done it and then you really want to do it at the time and then the next day you just think, why did I do that? And they are so sore now. And I hadn't bitten them for months and months. They're really sore now. Alright, there we go. Yeah, I'm pleased with that. And I am going to, oh, I've just plugged in my hot glue gun. I like that on there. Do you know, this is what I usually end up doing, and then I go around adding it in lots of different areas when I find something that suddenly I think, oh, I like that. And it completely changes up the page. And I'm feeling like pinching these because they need a little bit of life. I like the washi. The washi's really pretty actually. Let's do a little bit up there. There. We've got washi down there and then washi up there. And I feel like I need a little bit of washi on here as well. Poppy, do you want some washi tape? Do you want some on your paw? Oh, nearly at the end here. Why does it always feel so special when you're at the end of washi tape? It just does though, doesn't it? There we go. That's in there. And we've just got a tiny little bit of washi left. I kind of feel it needs, oh, there we go. And that now ties in there as well. There. Cool, right, journaling time it is. And the journaling is done. I found out these stickers. What's here? Oh, I know what I did. I've got a receipt from lunch. That goes in there. And I was going to add the word friends along there. That way or that way. I think I'm going to do it that way. Just to add a little bit of extra colour. And it kind of pulls in the pinks. We've ended up with a little bit of pink, which wasn't really planned, but that's fine. I think it's a nice addition to the page. And I went through my purse just looking for receipts and that through the day, and I've got my train tickets here as well because I met Holly in London. Didn't take any photos. I am sad. Holly doesn't like a photo being taken, so I don't actually have a picture with Holly on that day, but I've got my train tickets, so that's fine. I think photos are important, I really do. But, I have to respect her feelings. There we go, friends. So yeah, the page is finished now. Let's have a look at the page. So I am chuffed with this. Let's move these bits out of the way. We have got, oh actually I'm going to have us at the bottom here just to add these little stickers and just to tie it all in. I think that looks really nice. There we go. So we've got the menu there as well, and I've just got about us visiting this little town, going house hunting and stumbling across this little town in Sherborne, or called Sherborne. So I've used that. It was so beautiful. I do have a vlog if you're interested. I love this lacy finish. I do have a vlog. I'll leave it down below if you want to go and check it out. It was beautiful. That Yellowstone is everywhere. And there's an abbey that dates back to 705. It's stunning. This has got about our little lunch date on the back. I did that. Ooh, let's place that down so I can pop that behind. And then we've got the menu and the receipt there from our lunch. And then I've just got a picture of me with some cocktails, picture of Aid decluttering, and our visit to when we were house hunting. So I've got a thing about decluttering, a thing about dinner with Georgia up there, and then let's move my hair off there. And this side, it was about me having lunch with my lovely friends and about how much I love those girls. And then in here we've got a little ticket I've journaled about my visit to London with Holly and the receipts of the train tickets. And that is my page, which takes me to the end of April. I think I've done really well. I'm thoroughly enjoying this, and I've just kept it so loose. End of April, no, mid to the end of April. I've added a couple of dates, but I'm keeping it so relaxed because this is the way that I'm finding I'm keeping up with it. And I am absolutely loving this journal. I have completely fallen in love with it. This is just working so well for me. Really hope you have enjoyed this video. Thank you very much. I decided not to colour in the hearts anyway. I just wanted to let you know. It's not that I've forgotten, I decided not to. I hope you've enjoyed this, and I will see you on Monday with a new video. Lots of love.